Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. Follow the wind. Time to go.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Rahman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word.
It's a one-for-one exchange. So, let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part.
You stay right there!
Playmate! What do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here?
You coward! Why are your hands shaking?
Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
Paimon's dizzy.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the Scholars. The Dendro Archon.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple here?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground... The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King!
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you... Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off light.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, 2 major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being, or creature you could... New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor...
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Raman,
Huh? Me?
do you see another Ram?
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King's civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like...
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kinda strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Solidify!
Oz, reveal!
Stabilize!
By royal decree...
Adventure time! Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Adventure time!
Oz, reveal...
Let's light it up!
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. By royal... Yeah.
behind schedule. Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Solidify!
Oz, reveal thyself! Yeah! Go ahead!
Born of ice and frost.
Gather!
Let's go find some treasure. Off we go.
adventure time! Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me.
It's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These...
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest, 'cause his wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high...
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of course. Every student needs to master at least...
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal... Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project...
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer... You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for Greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former...
But this doesn't make any sense.
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so...
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last...
I've never heard about the surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our God, the Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to...
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of...
Dia, my Aramites and I. What are we...
Hey,
I'll live. I should probably go. Can't just...
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. But please, give me some time. After everything...
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all... And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have...
Raman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no... It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
The outcome, at least, is
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a... Sino, we're leaving!
Stop yelling.
this slow. Where do you think you're going?
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is, thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree but we share a common cause now.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert trying.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost.
You should have known that I would be coming for.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise...
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. What?
They, wanted to extract...
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I don't really...
Well, you better start talking or you...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and the withering of Irmin's soul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, he asked them, do you wish to...
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia...
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an... After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara. Max, with the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to...
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a... When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord. They found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about...
So, this is the path the sage...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's... Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars...
Sure. As you...
Next on the agenda, we're way behind schedule. There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then.
Stabilize!
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The 2 new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy. Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh, Paimon!
Do you have any plans, Traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I had anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We can...
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources...
The next time we gather here, we must have a
Yep,